Welcome to another episode of the Dragon Age Inquisition series, and we're going to be starting off a little different in that half-ish of this episode was recorded on the end of the previous episode, but I recorded too much, and so I had to end it halfway through or partway through the previous episode, so there's going to be a little bit of the continuation of that before we then head off and do more present time stuff. Editing and video time is very strange and confusing. So, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and, I believe, head into the war room and take a look around in there and continue trying to find people to talk to. So here's our table, all full of stars again, after I was so careful to get rid of them all. You all need so much of my attention. These are all places to go, opposed to like these ones where you send someone off.
We cannot neglect our soldiers' training.
Can we neglect roads? Our allies cannot take the same route through the mountains we did.
Fair. Unlike these ones where it's just kind of like you're told what happens. They're all places we can actually go and do things. At least I think. Good portion of them. Some of these are DLC related too, I think. Oof. That board is always very overwhelming for me. Especially because there's nuggets in there that have like actual consequences. Like there's an enemy that's going to be less difficult if you actually do what you're supposed to there. Oh, I can't open this door. Not for any good reason, though. This one? Ah, yes. Oh, it's so weird with all of the wild
this place? So much room for whatever was here.
Inquisitor.
He doesn't have much to say here.
Goodbye.
And then Dorian is going to be up here, I believe. God, how many people are in our group? Dorian!
Brilliant, isn't it? One moment you're trying to restore order in a world gone mad. That should be enough for anyone to handle, yes? Then, out of nowhere, an archdemon appears and kicks you in the head. What? You thought this would be easy? No, I was just hoping you wouldn't crush our village like an anthill. Sorry about that. Archdemons like to crush, you know. Can't be helped. Am I speaking too quickly for you?
Nope. Keep it up just fine.
I was distracted. That's all.
Distracted? By my wit and charm? I have plenty of both.
You're very confident. Perhaps. Are you so sure?
Today, at least.
Oh, you wound me. I always assumed the Elder One behind the Venatori was a Magister. But this is something else completely. In Tevinter, they say the Chantry's tales of Magisters starting the Blight are just that. Tales. But here we are. One of those very Magisters. A dark spawn.
They say the Chantry is lying. You seem upset. He could be lying, or you were deceived.
Who does the Imperium say started the Blight?
You know how it is. Not us. They say Darkspawn were always there. Magisters and the Blight aren't even related. Is that a surprise? No one wants to admit they shit the bed. But if Corypheus is one of the Magisters who entered the Black City and he's Darkspawn, what other explanation is there?
We only know what Corypheus claims to be.
True. He might be a convincing liar, or delusional, or insane. But how many delusional maniacs are going to have that knowledge? He broke open the Fade. I knew what I was taught couldn't be the whole truth, but I assumed there had to be a kernel of it, somewhere. But no. It was us all along. We destroyed the world.
You're not responsible. It's not destroyed yet, and why whine about it? Well, Well, if it makes you feel better, the ball he used was Elven, so we're all messing up the world, clearly.
Last I checked, the Blights hadn't actually destroyed the world.
Not for lack of trying. If they were more clever, they'd have unleashed something that would really do the job. No one will thank me, whatever happens. No one will thank you either. You know that, yes?
No one likes a pessimist. I don't need their thanks, and nobody knows that. I'm always hesitant to use the last one, even if I agree with what's written here, because it always seems to be so mean.
That's not why I'm doing this.
I knew there was something clever about you. All I know is this. Corypheus needs to be stopped. Men like him ruined my homeland. I won't stand by and let him ruin the world.
Me either. Sparkly man.
Oh, and congratulations on that whole leading the Inquisition thing, by the way.
I love their relationship. Just Dorian in general. Ah, Fiona. I'll leave you for another time. This person I think we might have saved at some point. Or asked to join us, perhaps. Not sure. This certainly screams Liliana. Would you go sit on something? We don't need floating, sitting crows.
I'm sorry.
So am I.
The names of those we lost. You must blame me for this.
I blame Corypheus?
We all saw who attacked us. We know exactly who to blame.
I keep wondering if I could have done something different. When the first of my lookouts went missing, I pulled the rest back, awaiting more information. If they'd stayed in the field, they could have bought us more time. I was afraid to lose my agents. And instead, we lost Haven.
You care for your men, or we could have lost both. Learn from this.
You look out for your people. That's a good thing.
Is it? My people know their duty. They know the risks. They understand that the Inquisition may call upon them to give their lives.
Their soldier, our men are not disposable. I think this is one of those secretly really important things to choose here.
Our people aren't tools to be used and discarded. Your instincts were right. Their lives matter.
Can we afford such sentimentality? What if Corypheus...
We're better than Corypheus.
She's like, I'm done. I told you what I thought. You don't get to see the Inquisitor, like, end conversations like that very often. So is that everybody that we need to talk to? Usually you can open that door and go outside. That is why I jumped at it. I was trying to find one particular place, and... Why is this here? I thought there was going to be a door. I'm trying to find one place in particular. So the thing that I've been looking for has been the way to get to my room, but I don't know that that's available quite yet. But I was looking at the map, and now I feel silly for having lost people because they're here, they're listed. That's where those three were that we just talked to. I don't know what that is. And then, ooh, what's this? Special shipments. Ah, yes, we've already gathered those, I believe. Talk to these people. Doing a real quick check. I don't know that I used this map much, even in my original gameplay. Kind of interested to see its layout. I know where most of these places are. But now that we've talked to most of the people that we can, I think what we should do is go ahead and talk to Varric on the battlements. He said that he had brought someone in special, so we should probably do that. And then maybe see what this is, but knowing how my timing is, this might be all that we can get in. So let's go find Varric. Somebody's been having a drink up here.
Inquisitor, meet Hawk, the champion of Kirkwall.
Though I don't use that title much anymore.
Hawk, the Inquisitor. I figured you might have some friendly advice about Corypheus. You and I did fight him, after all.
This view reminds me of my home in Kirkwall. I had a balcony that overlooked the whole city. I loved it at first. But after a while, all I could see were the people out there depending on me.
So, if you haven't played any of the other games, I believe this is the character you play. So, this is the main character of the second game, making a little pop in, and through the Dragon Keep, you can change like their gender. I don't know about their appearance, but you might have even been able to input what they looked like. And so you could be seeing your old character in a new game, which would be cool, especially with like the new graphics and everything. I imagine that is a very cool experience that I have not been able to, because I haven't played the first or the second game. But, so, all you could see was the people out there depending on me. I know how that feels. I don't dwell on it. I've seen the cost of losing. I mean, yes, but I'm gonna go with this one.
You're lucky it was just a single city. I've got half of Thedas.
You're doing everything you can to protect them.
Does it ever get any easier?
I'll let you know. I don't envy you, Inquisitor. But I may be able to help you.
Varric said that you fought Corypheus before.
Fought and killed. The Grey Wardens were holding him, and he somehow used his connection to the Darkspawn to influence them.
Corypheus got into their heads, messed with their minds, turned them against each other.
If the Wardens have disappeared, they could have fallen under his control again.
God dang it. Is it reversible? That's not good. Or could have doesn't count it. Well, it's not good. Maybe ask this one?
If that's what happened to the Wardens, do you think we can free them?
It's possible. But we need to know more first. I've got a friend in the Wardens. He was investigating something unrelated for me. His name is Stroud. The last time we spoke, he was worried about corruption in the Warden ranks. Since then, nothing.
Corypheus would certainly qualify as corruption in the ranks. Did your friend disappear with them?
No. He told me he'd be hiding in an old smuggler's cave near Crestwood.
What were you investigating?
If you didn't know about Corypheus, what were you doing with the Wardens?
The Templars in Kirkwall were using a strange form of lyrium. It was red. I'd hoped the Wardens could tell me more about it.
Corypheus had Templars with him at Haven. They looked like they'd been exposed to the lyrium you describe.
Hopefully my friend in the Wardens will know more.
We're well acquainted with red lyrium at this point, but we're gonna get much closer soon. Thank you, worth a shot. This is bad for the Wardens. All of the above.
I'll take any lead I can get at the moment.
Good. I'll do whatever I can to help. Corypheus is my responsibility. I thought I'd killed him before. This time, I'll make sure of it. Inquisitor.
Oh, we can talk to him still. Alright, so let's ask about you fighting Corypheus.
You said you thought you killed Corypheus.
The Grey Wardens had him imprisoned. They used my father's blood in a ritual to seal Corypheus inside. But he could still reach out and influence the Warden's thoughts. He sent them after me. And I didn't just think I killed him. When the fight was done, he was dead on the ground. Maybe his tie to the Blight somehow brought him back. Or maybe it's old Tevinter magic. But he was dead. I swear it.
I trust you. Dude's kind of resilient. Alright, what has Varric told you? Why are you alone? What happened to Kirkwall? And where have you been? I guess we'll go in a circle.
I assume Varric's been feeding you information about the Inquisition. What did he say about me?
Only good things, I promise. I was a little surprised, actually. Varric isn't one for religion in general, but he thinks highly of the Inquisition.
Well, I wouldn't say we're necessarily religious, so maybe start it that way, but I'm trying not to take it that direction.
And where did you go after the mages rebelled?
I heard the Chantry might be sending an exalted march to Kirkwall to put down the rebellion. I hoped that leaving would save lives and force the Divine to divide her forces to come after me. As it turned out, I needn't have bothered. All the circles started rising up, and the exalted march never came.
Varric said you were the champion of Kirkwall. I've only heard a little about what happened there.
What happened at Kirkwall was the same thing that happened everywhere. Fearful of blood magic and abominations, the Templars brutally suppressed the Circle. And in their desperation to survive, the mages of the Circle turned to blood magic, or became abominations. Finally, a rebel mage named Anders destroyed Kirkwall's Chantry, and everything came tumbling down.
Anders being, I think, a companion. I guess I'll say this just because it's here, but I don't actually.
I heard that Anders was your friend. What was he like?
I don't know if there ever was just an Anders. He was crazy. By the end, there was nothing left in him except this insane need to start a war no one could win.
I heard you had family and friends in Kirkwall. Where are they now?
When the Wardens began acting strangely, I had my friend Aveline take my brother out of the Free Marches. My uncle Gamlen's still in Kirkwall, but everyone else I used to know, they've pretty much scattered to the winds.
We'll talk later.
I'll meet you at Crestwood.
Most of that would be more interesting if you've played the other game. But I just adore that it's there. Even if I don't understand it, it's cool knowing that people who have played it will be like, oh man, I remember that, I remember that person. So where's Varric now? He might be at the war table. Use the map. Okay, so Varric looks like he's not around yet, so we'll go ahead and go... That really the next quest is just going to find the warden. I'm curious about this question mark. Because that's the war room and we can't like walk around in there, and it's not necessarily on the table because that's what this is. And I think eventually I found out what it was in the previous times that I've played, but I do not remember now. So that's kind of a problem. Also, I'm curious how we're going to get to this right here. Because I'm pretty sure that's still blocked off. Yeah, unless it's cleaned up since we've been up here talking. I might head out and come back and see if that triggers any changes, because sometimes that's all you need to do is just leave and come back. I'm noticing that in Anthem, another game that just came out by these guys, which I'm actually really enjoying. It's a bit buggy at times, but what game isn't nowadays, so it's not something that bothers me a whole lot. Ooh, we should go talk to Cassandra. She said she was gonna be very unhappy if it was who she thought it was, and I betcha it was. Let's see what Cassandra has to say about that.
You knew where Hawk was all along!
You're damned right I did.
You conniving little shit!
You kidnapped me! You interrogated me! What did you expect?
Oh no, I don't, I don't know if I should intervene or stay out of it. Well, I don't feel like fighting is going to help, and these two are obviously very much in the heat of the moment, so let's go ahead and...
Hey, enough! You're taking his side? I said enough! We needed someone to lead this Inquisition. Hawk was our only hope. He was the champion of Kirkwall. The mages respected him. And you kept him from us.
The Inquisition has a leader.
Hawk would have been at the Conclave if anyone could have saved Most Holy.
I'm pretty sure Hawk would have died. Everyone at the Conclave died but me, so that would just mean we would have killed somebody who is potentially important. Varric, you bastard. What's done is done. Cassandra, back off.
Varric's not responsible for what happened at the Conclave.
I was protecting my friend.
Varric is a liar, Inquisitor. A snake. Even after the Conclave, when we needed Hawk most, Varric kept him secret.
He's with us now. We're on the same side.
We all know whose side you're on, Varric. It will never be the Inquisition's.
Whoa. Jesus, Cassandra. Ugh. It's funny because it's like, he has no... Like, it's not his job to bring people here or to do what she says. And for him to be like, I felt like my friend didn't need to do this, and for her to start thinking he's this huge liar, is kind of unfair. I understand that she's upset that everything's gone bad, but I don't think having Hawk would have helped with that. So that is unfair. I would never.
Attacking him now won't help us, Cassandra.
Ha! Exactly.
And you better not be keeping anything else from us.
I understand.
I must not think of what could have been. We have so much at stake. Go, Varric. Just go.
You know what I think? If Hawk had been at the temple, he'd be dead too. You people have done enough to him.
I believed him. He spun his story for me and I swallowed it. If I just explained what was at stake, if I just made him understand. But I didn't, did I? I didn't explain why we needed Hawk. I'm such a fool.
I really don't think that it would have made a difference. Can't blame yourself. We're all fools. We need to do better.
What if you hadn't believed him and you'd tracked Hawk down?
Honestly, Hawk might not even have agreed to become Inquisitor. He supported the Mage Rebellion, after all. He wouldn't have trusted me for a second. But this isn't about Hawk, or even Varric. Not truly. I should have been more careful. I should have been smarter. I don't deserve to be here.
Wow, jeez. You're a creature of extremes, Cassandra, but I suppose she knows that. Don't blame yourself. We're all fools, Cassandra. We need to do better.
Have you looked at our Inquisition, Cassandra? We're all fools here.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
More at home, maybe.
I want you to know, I have no regrets. Maybe if we'd found Hawk, the Maker wouldn't have needed to send you. But he did. You're not what I'd pictured. But if I've learned anything, it's that I know less than nothing.
Freaking Cassandra. She's just so extreme all of the time. Calm down. Good lord. Alright, so... Right, we have the weapons in here. I'm gonna go ahead and fast travel real quick and then see if we get any real changes to the environment. So I'm pretty sure this is all kind of like the super temporary stuff at the beginning. I don't remember having to do anything to change it. But that doesn't mean anything. It's been a very long time since I played the game. So let's go ahead and head on out through this gate if I can. Probably can't. Fine. So for those who are curious, here's where Skyhold is in the grand scheme of the map. So this is the hinterlands where we first ventured out. This is the Stormclose where we got Bull. And this is Orlais, or Val Royaux. And I think Haven's like here-ish was, I suppose, in this area. But as you can imagine, we won't be going there anymore because it's buried in snow. Let's take a look-see. Okay, so now this is open. Oh.
Someone left sliced plums on the windowsill again. The juice is attracting flies. There are spiders everywhere. The plums were right in front of me, but I can't quite recall who took them.
We know someone like that. Alright, so here is the tavern, and we'll be checking that out later, because there are quite a few people to talk to in there, I believe. Hello, Harding. Good to see you. Yay, the rebel's cleared. Hopefully we can get somewhere for these guys to go that's better than the ground. And this was cleared away, this was rubble. That's a merchant. Here's the barn.
I don't need you, sister.
Which is going to be, yep, Blackwall's home. I do like this painting. And then here is our stable. Hi there.
Our mounts have never had better. Perhaps Master Dennett will join us now. A space like this needs an expert.
You'd be taking him very far from his home. Oh. Are you the specialist? You're here early. So there's 2 merchants? Ooh. But I can't access that one right now. That's fine. Fast travel there. I love exploring and seeing where all the things connect. Kitchen!
First, a full wheel of Antivan smoked cheese, and now 3 royals worth of crushed mint. They were right here. I remember seeing someone take them. I can't recall their face.
We know someone like that.
There's no end of it. I can store an army.
Yeah, this place is pretty big. I wonder what goes down here. There's a little door.
Someone emptied a whole bag of turnips into the fire. Ah, Maker, the smell is everywhere. I was going to use them for dinner and then... Oh, I can't recall who took them.
Who's talking to me? Is it you? Jesus? Is someone in here? Well, this looks shady. What's that spot on the roof? Aha! That worked the game. Lots of stuff to read in here, obviously. So we'll do not at another time. This is a really cool painting, though. Anyway. I don't know what Jesus was telling me about, but we know somebody like that. You can't remember? I wonder what this area is for. And then this goes where? I guess is towards the... We've been here. This is where Josephine sits. How did I come through here and not notice that? Praying for rubble. Woo! This area's looking good. You guys got us a roof started. Vivian's gonna be up there. Varric's there. This guy's gonna hang up
Would you have guessed
things.
such a pairing?
No, I prefer a highborn scandal. This is much less enthralling.
Careful. Ears.
Of course.
Careful, people can hear you. Right. People have ears. Oh lord. So, can we get to the garden? Over there? Because there was a door that we couldn't access before. This one?
Hello, Inquisitor. Honored to help with these, whatever they are.
Couldn't tell you. Ah, yes, it is the garden. Very nice. And we've got some people out here. Oh, right, we can farm a little bit. Tiny bit, but it's there. And then we've been through that door. That's where Solus and that's like the library, I think. Josephine. That goes upstairs to the library. Josephine, that's the underneath bit. So that must mean this is my room. It could use some work on the way up, but I just wanted to end up here for the first time, but you know, an episode late. Oh, the windows look nice. I think I changed those. I think I might have cut that out of the episode. But I did change some of the decorations.
They certainly spared no expense.
My god, look at that view. Oh, I wonder if those are paths people are taking come in or if they're just the balls of the snow. Hey, we can look down on everybody. Here's our seat. Ah, here we go. Yay. See, now we can see all of our peeps. But yes, I went ahead and changed how things looked. Like, this isn't what the default bed looks like. I just thought all those furs would be comfy. But yeah, this is our room. And of course, this is going to be longer than most episodes, but I think I've just come to the conclusion that the Dragon Age series is going to always tend to be closer to the 30-minute mark than other episodes, so I'm just trying to accept it. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it, even though it's longer than most. But I think that's where I'm going to end it this episode, checking out our crazy cool room, though I imagine it's not easy. Lots of stairs getting up here, but might be worth it for the view. Maybe, if you're not afraid of heights like I am. So, hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.